What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 85 of Marketing Siege Radio. And today I wanted to talk about things that you can learn from Bob Ross. And it's funny story here. Yesterday I was teaching fitness kickboxing. I was having one of these days I woke up with an ear infection, and my wife Amanda had given me some nighttime Alka-Seltzer because it was all I had. So I showed up to fitness kickboxing all out of my mind, and I was just barely hanging on. I was on autopilot. And yesterday, I believe in having three hobbies. It's like one that keeps you in shape, one that makes you money, and one that makes you creative. And the one that keeps me in shape is, I just call it MMA. It's kickboxing, it's jiu-jitsu, it's wrestling, it's all those things. But I was teaching fitness kickboxing class, which is a part of that. And we were getting close to the end of class, and I was really struggling to come up with what we were going to do to wrap up class in the most effective way. We kind of started off with just some very basic combos. And I got to tell you, just wailing on the bag, just to be wailing on the bag gets really tiring really quick. You have to be working on some things. You have to have purpose. And I train those ladies in fitness kickboxing just like I would train fighter. We really focus on clean technique to keep each other, healthy and going and having fun and engagement. But I was struggling on what we were going to do next. And the countdown timer, you see it going down, and it was kind of getting close to the end, and I had not come up with something yet that we were going to do next, and I was getting kind of nervous about what I was going to say. And then the most magical thing ever happened. One of the ladies and they all can hit like a truck by this point because they're doing it right, but she laid down on a hook, a nuclear left hook, and she swung and she missed the bag. Yes, the bag that doesn't move, that was just sitting there. But, it happens. It was a big old swing and a miss. Happens to the best of us, especially if you're tired and your heart's feeling like it might explode. It's beating out of your chest. But I saw something beautiful in that moment that she didn't see. Nobody else was really paying attention. So no one really saw her swing and miss but me. But we both kind of laughed it off for a few seconds. And then I was like, I know what we're doing next round. And she didn't make a mistake. She didn't make a mistake, rather. She made a happy accident. So I turned that swing and a miss on that hook. She swung and she missed and she turned. And I was like, that is the most beautiful setup for a back fist ever. So that's what we did for the end of class. We just did some back fists, and we did a whole bunch of other weird spinning stuff that doesn't normally happen for those ladies. And we ended up having the most fun at the end of class. And that's the beauty of making everything a game. Mistakes turn into happy accidents, and you just keep rolling with the punches and moving on and living the ultimate adventure as it goes. And it hit me all of a sudden at the same time that this was happening, that this was exactly what was going on in my life in another way. One of the things that I implore people to do with games, whether they're actual real world games or they're video games, it's games get a bad rap. Games get like this, you're wasting your time kind of vibe from people to them. But what can we learn from games is the question that I ask more often than not. And one of the things that we learn from games is we set aside our fear of failure and we keep trying until we hit that goal. And sometimes these mistakes happen, and they happen for a reason. So I've been trying to get my online business started and going up and profitable for a very long time. I've been at this. I've been in Russell Brunson's 2 Comma Clubettes group for over a year now, and things more and more every day are shaping up. And I'm so glad that some of the things that I wanted to work so bad didn't work, but they turned into these happy accidents that led to the thing, and they kept happening. Right now, I'm working on getting my landing page converted, which, for people who don't know what that is, maybe in this group, it's just the place they go to click on webinar and give me their email so I can show them where to show up for my live web class that I do every week. And I haven't had anybody register after a few hundred visits. And I was, starting to get a little frustrated with it, starting to get lose hope, lose faith a little bit. But I thought to myself, what if this is that big left hook? Because this really is like what everything's been leading toward, is this live web class. What if this is that big left hook that's missing for a reason and setting up for that awesome spinning back fist? It's like, what if? And, that's what I want to leave you with, is like, are you really making mistakes, or are you just making happy accidents, doing the whole Bob Ross, oh, that was supposed to be a limb on a tree, let's turn it into a bird. It was a happy accident. So make some happy accidents, and remember, you're one upgrade away.